What is going on, everybody? It is your boy LSCR254. You tune in for another one. 7 o'clock in the morning. Woo! It's been a minute. It's been a minute since we done one of these 7 o'clock in the morning joints. Jesus, help me. It has been a whole, whole minute, bro. It has been a whole minute, bro. Like 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock comes so early when you get off work at like 11. Like super duper early. Like you never realize how much closer 7 is to 11 until you get off at 11 and then have to be up. Well, for me, 5:30, 5:36. But then to turn around and then go live at 7. It's something major, man. Something major. But it's been too long. I had to hop on here, man. I gotta be at work at 9, so that's great. The great thing about that is that I will be off by 5. I should be out by 5, which should give me enough time to, I don't know, get some shit done around the house. For y'all to know, this past weekend we had a wedding. Wedding was successful. Everything went gravy. Good like that. Um, I gotta get these edits. I gotta get these wedding edits done so that I can get back in the garage. That's gonna take up maybe like a week or two, and then so my goal is to be done by like next Thursday or next Wednesday, and then that way I can get the rest of some other stuff done. So we gonna see, man. We gonna see. Just glad to be able to, man, to be able to catch up with everybody, man, and see how everybody's doing, man. I know that, like I said, we haven't done this in a while, and like I told y'all, the schedule was gonna be changing up. Uh, it's stuff, it's stuff like this that makes the schedule change, man, because they got me working, odd hours. You know what I'm saying? So, like if I'm getting off at 10, 11 o'clock at night, and then I gotta be back up, like I gotta be back at work at 9. Like if you think about it, it's not even like a full 12 hours off work. So 6 to 8 of them hours got to be sleep, and then I got an hour to go live. You know what I'm saying? An hour to wash my ass and clean up, and then I basically got to be back at work. So what up, 87 Chevy Caprice? What's up, Mayhem? How do you like my video? It was straight. I mean, I don't know why, but cool. Like anybody that know me, anybody that know I don't do the back and forth shit on YouTube. I don't do the reactions and all of that. So it's cool for what it is, though. Cool for what it is. Gotta get that get up and go juice. A couple of scoops of that ooey. Get that ooey in there. But yeah, man, like I said, shit, it's just been kind of crazy, man, with scheduling and stuff. And like I said, I'm just trying to find the time to record and get shit done and get shit to y'all. The benefit of this shit is that I do have a little bit of extra money and get some shit done. But your boy do be exhausted. Just a smidget. Just the smidgets. Just a smidget. What's up, Deral? Like this week, I think I only got 1 day off. But the hustle don't stop, the grind don't stop, man. Hustle don't stop, the grind don't stop. This week, I should also, I know we talked about getting a P.O. box for the channel. P.O. box should be done this week. I'm just waiting on payday, pretty much. So once payday hit, then I'm gonna go ahead and secure that PO box so we can get that up and into the channel videos, into the descriptions of the videos, etc., so that people can do what they do. So, yo, what's up, Dewan? Bruh, I got off. I worked last night. I got off at 11. Well, we closed at 10. You know what I'm saying? But after all the closing procedures or whatever, we might be out of there by 10:30. By the time I get home, about 10:45 or whatever, get home, eat, etc., and then, before you know it, shit, it's time to go to bed. Cause I gotta be back up at 5:30, 5:36 to get my little one up and ready for school, get him out the door, go drop him off at daycare, and then do it all over again. So it just happened to be that this morning I gotta be at work at 9, so yeah. But usually I would just come back home and I would go to sleep because I like sleep. I like sleep. What's up, Dewan? We got Dewan and Dewan in the building. Dara, we got the triple D's in the building. Dewan, Daral, Mayhem, and 87. Yeah, man, like I said, definitely just want to catch up with y'all, man. Just let y'all know it's still working and grinding in the background. Please believe me. Bumper filler, as y'all see that video went up. Taking care of the rust, or trying to preserve the roof on the Caprice. That video is up. That video so far has done like kind of crazy good. Like I didn't expect for that many people to watch that video, cause it was kind of long as fuck. But I mean that's what I told y'all to do. It's like stuff probably would be like 1, maybe 2 a week, and they're gonna be a little bit longer. So hopefully that'll suffice or substitute for me not dropping as many videos. Like I even feel like it's kind of a withdrawal of like I feel like I'm not putting out as much content, but I mean I'm still putting out content. So it is what it is. It is what it is. There you go. Wake up, Cincinnati. I have a question. You probably saw it in the Dry Engineer post. What's the question? I've been dipping like in and out the groups, man, but I haven't like been just constantly in one. But I might have seen it. Any advice for making the 350 to the engine? I'm doing that. I started a car by myself and it's hard as fuck. But hey, bro, I did that. Like I did that to for the truck, for the C10. Basically what I did, I had matter of fact, I think I can probably show you what I used. So I got this shit right here, right? It's basically, well, is this what I use? It might have been what I used. I forget. So anyway, I'm move my motorcycle out the way for demonstration purposes. So basically, I had the transmission sitting like up on this, right? I had the engine on the hoist or whatever. So basically, I just had the transmission to the end of here. You know what I'm saying? I mated it. I did the outer belt housing bolts. Then I did the torque converter bolts. You know, while it was still sitting up on hill, and then from there, I picked up the whole shit and then I put it in the C10. So you just gotta find something. You just gotta find something elevated so you can put. You just put something elevated where you can sit the transmission up on. You know what I'm saying? And then you just pretty much slide the engine back, bell housing bolts, torque converter bolts, and then should be able to try to get it done. But yeah, I feel you. I've done it though. You know what I'm saying? I've done it. And it maybe it wasn't as bad when you're doing it, but yeah, if that's the that was the easiest way for me. You know what I mean, it may be an easier way, but I think it worked pretty well. At all things considered, what's not gonna be easy is um, what's it called? Like mating the engine and the transmission. Like I'm not looking forward to mating the engine and the transmission in this Cutlass, because of the simple fact that it's just so small. Or the car's small and the engine and shit is big. And like I got big hands, so I've never been a fucking fan of torque convertible or not torque convertible. Well, I've never really been a fan of them either. But I've never been a fan of fucking fly or bell housing bolts. Like I hate that shit. Like if I can put that shit together outside of the car, I'm gonna put it together outside of the car. I'm not fooling with it. What's up, OC? Got the engine on the hoist, low trans on the Harbor Freight, 4-wheel dolly. That's that's crazy low to the ground. I mean, you might want to try to get it up a little bit higher, so it's easier for you to, bolt everything up. Or once you get the bell housing bolts on there, then you can lift it up and then do the torque converter bolts. But yeah, I feel you though. Like I said, I've been there. I think because matter of fact, I had I did the Caprice like that. Um, I made it up the Caprice transmission like that, made it up the 350 like that. Both of them. Bell housing bolts first, then torque converter bolts. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was kind of upset when I had to go back. You know what I'm saying, and retort down them flywheel bolts, whatever, because I had to drop the transmission in the car. I was gonna pull the whole motherfucking shit back out, but I ended up not doing that. But yeah, it was a bitch. It was a bitch. That's why I say it's colors. It's color. Because I think they say that because of the size of the transmission or whatever, like it's not. It's just big, and to try to maneuver all of that down off into that little space, man, it'll honestly be better or easier to do it. You know what I'm saying? Have the engine in and then go back and put the transmission behind it. So, the thing that I like about doing it outside of the car is just you can make sure that your torque converter is seated properly. You know what I'm saying? You're not really like on your back trying to do torque converter bolts or flywheel bolts. You can make sure that you can make sure that the bell housing bolts are you know, they in there and they torque and everything is fucking flush. You know what I'm saying? Versus doing it in the car, and it's I don't know. Like maybe y'all guys with little hands, it worked for y'all a little bit better, but like for us guys with bigger hands, man, it's like these them slap shit out of my hand. Like, like these bigger hands, bro. Like I'm telling you, it's it's a fucking it's a headache, man. It's a headache. All right, man. Hey, I'm have a good one, bro. Shit, I'm finna fuck around and be right behind you. Like I said, I gotta be at work at 9. I think I was originally supposed to be off today, but then they put me on the schedule at the last minute. Cause they usually, like, cause we lost the assistant manager. He didn't get fired; he got promoted. So we don't have an assistant manager, and so I guess they like kind of got people like kind of shifting around and shit. So I mean, like nothing is consistent about the schedule. Which I mean, is I mean I'm not necessarily tripping on the consistency. I mean the schedule comes out. They made brownies and shit, so I'm gonna eat a brownie for breakfast. So but yeah, man. I mean, there's nothing real consistent. I mean, the schedule is not the same every week, week in and week out. Sometimes it's a benefit, sometimes it's a headache. But I'm not complaining. Shit, let's run these hours up. Now I did crack my AC box, but oh well. Yeah, I did too. Man, it makes for better. It makes for better fucking what they call it, better ventilation. But we just fiberglass that bitch back closed and we good. Put some fiberglass on that bitch and call it a day. But yeah, man, it's good. It's good to see y'all, man. Good to catch up with y'all. Man, I miss y'all. No homo. Oh shit! What the fuck is tissue here? That was fucking nasty. Hold on. All right, we good. Shit. Right now, I feel like I'm kind of stuffed up with some shit. I hope I ain't getting sick, cause man. But yeah, man, it's like we like family and shit, man. So it's like when you ain't seen your boys in a while, and then when you see them, it's like, hey, what's up, man? Where you been, dog? Bro, you know I've been grinding. You know what I'm saying? That's definitely what it is. Your boy just been grinding. Just been grinding, man. So I appreciate everybody that's being understanding of, you know, the work schedules switching up and shit. Ain't nobody wrote me on Instagram and no shit like bring back the morning show or you know whatever. Everybody been real understanding. I mean, I guess because the videos are still dropping and progress is still being made. Um, Somebody keep asking me when I'm gonna paint my car. Like, bruh, paint is the last thing, the last thing, the last thing that I'm worried about on that car. Last, very last. So, just keep watching. You know, just keep watching, and Eventually, we'll get to some paint. The C10 will be painted before that Caprice will, because the C10 has, of course, y'all know we did some little slight body work on the C10. I'm going to be going back, and that's another thing. Like I really haven't been off long enough to get anything done. Like, I need to get that truck fucking sanded down so that I can get ready to paint it. Nothing extravagant. You know what I'm saying? Nothing extravagant. But yeah, I need to be able to get that painted. You know what I mean? But before I can paint it, I gotta get the body work done. And I mean, I guess I'm gonna just have to go at it a little bit at a time, man. A little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit here, a little bit there. Um, just schedule life, schedule busy working this job. Photography in September, I had 2 weddings. Um, and so I still got to get these edits done and get these clients their albums and get that done and out. Um, then, of course, still getting and bringing y'all videos and everything on top of everything else. I mean, your boy's schedule is real busy. But you know what I'm saying? I'm I'm keeping it coming. I think I'm holding it together pretty well. So I think so. I feel like everything else need to be way first. He said like, like I ain't seen him, boy, where you been? I'm so disappointed in you. Oh man, Big Boy was a trip in that movie. I'm so disappointed in you this evening. But yeah, man, that's that's crazy. Nah, that was a brownie and shit. Yeah, exactly. A little fiberglass, slight work. What up, Cass? What up, Twin? Where can I buy one of those coffee cups? This is a one of a kind exclusive coffee cup. You cannot get it anywhere. What's up, Fernando? Did you decide you're gonna build an 80? Yeah, because that's probably the only way that the 80 will get done. Is if I build it. There's of course, I mean, there's some other shit that I need to finish, of course, first. Uh, before before I before I deep dive off into that 480, I want to have the Caprice pretty much done. It's not much, but I want to be dry. By the time I start rebuilding the transmission, I want to be driving the Caprice like to work type shit. Um, before I dive off into it, that way is one less thing off my plate. Also, it wouldn't be a bad idea to have the engine in the Cutlass and running when I start to rebuild the transmission. That way, the only thing I'll have to focus on will be the transmission. You know what I'm saying? Same way. What's up, Darius? What's up, Twin? Yeah, I'm gonna have to check your video too, bro. So yeah, shout out anybody that I usually watch our videos, bro. Like I said, I apologize. My schedule been hectic, and I'm trying to catch up on everybody's videos. So charge it to my head and I'm hard. and know that your boy is gonna, slide through. Yeah. Like I said, I still been watching, um, but it might not been at the rate that that I would usually be watching or whatever. So, but I still fuck with y'all the long way, man. Don't think I done switched up, man. Schedule. Woo! Schedule well. Cause I was telling my wife last night. I was like, shit. I got off tonight. Shit. It's not even gonna be a full 12 hours off, and then I gotta be back at work. So, and then I gotta be there from 9 to. I think I'm there today, 9 to 5. But like I said, I am not complaining. Like I like this job over the last job 10,000% more. 10,000% more. So, but yeah, I think I will go ahead and do that rebuild. You can do anything you put your mind to. We'll get the right tools. We'll have the other little stuff just done out the way, have everything buttoned up. But those are some things that I want to get done before I start fooling with the transmission. I want to have that other stuff done, had a garage at a certain spot, etc., etc. That way, I free up that room over there on that side of the garage. I can build a couple workbenches, a couple smaller. I think Craig said 4-foot workbenches, and then I can just bust down Tatiana. You know what I'm saying? I can bust the transmission down, and I can go from there. So I can do that. Yeah, driveway engineer, he's done it. Oh, excuse me. Driveway engineer's done it. A21 Bravo, I believe he has a rebuild video. Shout out to Cat Loco. Loco sent it to me yesterday. And that was like 2 hours long, so I'm gonna have to wait till I got like an off day to fucking watch that shit. So yeah, I mean it's a lot of resources out there. I mean I was kind of skeptical about it, but I mean that's what the channel is all about, like identifying your weaknesses and making it your strengths. So who would I be? No. I'd be a fucking hypocrite. I would be a hypocrite if I was like, hey y'all, identify your weaknesses and make it your strengths. And then I go pay a fucking transmission shop to rebuild this fucking transmission. So some things you have to outsource, like, when we get the drive shaft done, that's gonna be outsourced. Um, depending on the rear end, that may get outsourced, maybe not, probably not. When we get ready to do the posi and the new axles and shit for the G body, but nah. For the most part, that probably won't get done either. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we don't outsource nothing, man. We identify our weaknesses and we make it our strengths. And that has been the mantra. That has been the message from day one. So I'm gonna definitely continue to live that shit I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Excuse my French, but that's just how serious it is to me. To walk. You know what I'm saying? Walk that talk. You know what I'm saying? Walk that talk. Walk that talk. Drive shaft and transmission outsourced. Are you outsourcing your transmission? Yeah, man, I'm gonna give it a shot. You know what I'm saying? Worst case scenario. But I mean, if other people can do it, I don't see why your boy can't do it neither. Like, y'all remember, man? Y'all remember when I didn't want to fool with a harness. I couldn't do a harness. But look at us. Look at us now, bro. Look at us now. You know what I'm saying? We finna be able to Know what I'm saying? Replace engine components, bro. We finna tune. Know what I'm saying? We finna rebuild the transmission around this bitch. Like, bro, we finna do it all. You know what I'm saying? So, identify your needs. Make the sense. Like I said, man, yo, real good to see y'all, man. Glad to be able to catch up with y'all, man. It means a lot. It means a lot, because life has been hectic, and I've been ripping and running. Like, do you know last week, I took naps. I took fucking naps last week, man. Do you know how fucking tired you gotta be to take some fucking naps, nigga? Naps, nigga? You gotta be tired to take a fucking nap. You gotta be tired to have some taking naps. He said like a baby taking naps. Nigga, bruh, I was tired and bruh, I was just like, shit, nigga, I gotta crash, bro. That shit a crash. Your ass might be slick, taking bro. But the nap was so rejuvenating, nigga. I mean, I'm not, I'm older, but I'm not old. I don't know. My wife said I'm just over. She said I'm just. My wife said I'm doing the fucking most. I'm just like, there is a lot on a nigga plate. I get it. Between, like I said, shooting videos, working, um, between everything I got going on, there's a lot. So, um, if y'all follow me on Facebook, y'all done see why I done posted. Like, my off days, not even my off days. I can't remember the last time where I just sat back and had a day to me. Like, no YouTube, no nothing. But, I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. So, well, yeah. LSCR254 says, take a nap, nigga. If you feel like it, I'm telling you, dog. Naps is what's up, bro. Cause you gotta listen to your body. You know what I'm saying? If your body start telling you like, you, nigga, like, we kind of tired, bro. We need rest. You definitely gotta listen to your body, man. Definitely gotta listen to your body. It'll never steer you wrong. It'll never steer you wrong. Too damn young to slow down yet. I take a nap. I wake up and not know where I was. I drive an Escalade, nothing short of 70 a week. Jeez. I'm about to red hot as fuck with my TX350. Yeah, you might be up there a little bit. Nah, you gonna be up there a lot. But I mean, like, unless you just doing long highway trips all the time, man. Cause I know when I had that blue CT, man, it had like a 350. That bitch did good in some gas. But it looks so good going down the road, though. People stop and wave and, hey man, I like your truck. Every time they saw you at a gas station. So yeah. But yeah, man, that's what I've been up to, man. Shit, constantly grinding, shit, taking naps, and making this money, man. That's pretty much what you're working up to. So, like I said, I know it's been shit. When was it? When was the last live? Was it like last Friday? Well, no, I went live yesterday, but it wasn't that long. But it was later. It was like 9 o'clock and shit. Cause like Tuesdays, Mondays and Thursdays and shit, I be having appointments I gotta go to early in the morning, so I really don't free up until 9. Uh, so yeah, man, I think that's pretty much it. What's been going on with y'all guys, man? I know Twin said he dropped a video, man. I'm glad to see Twin, man, back on the scene, dropping videos, showing progress, man. So I'm definitely gonna definitely gonna slide over there and check out my bro Twin videos. Um, who else just dropped a video? Was it the one or the one? One of y'all. One of y'all just dropped a video showing the progress which I had going on with the Corvette wheel. Was it Corvette wheels? Yeah. With the Corvette wheels and the intake and all that. So I did see that video here lately. So as I get the time, if I get the time when I'm not taking a nap, I'm gonna check your video out, man. I got you. For real, for real. What up, Proof? C6 wheels. Yeah, yeah. Okay. For a hell of a steal on everything except the spaces. Yeah, I mean that was a good price though. That was a good price. Um, what else? I know I told y'all about the shows on Netflix. It's actually another show um, that I was telling y'all about. Well, I was telling y'all about the Rust Valley Restorers show on Netflix, but there's also another show called like Rust to Riches or something like that. It's another car restoration show on Netflix. Where I think the other one, the second one, Rust to Riches, it's a little bit different. You know, they kind of flipping cars. Well, I mean, I guess they doing the same shit, but it's a good show too. They only got one season, so I went ahead and binge watched that between my naps and shit. And now I think those are the only two like car restoration shows on Netflix. But I like that type of thing, man. Like especially like when you got the whole season up there. Like I got like the subscription to some shit on my phone, but I really don't watch TV on my phone like with everything else going on. Like I really just don't have the time. So, but yeah, like I know I could watch like some Fast and Loud or fucking Street Outlaws on my phone, but when it's on Netflix and I go watch it on TV or have it in the background while I'm either editing pictures or working on something in the garage, that's what I need to do. I need to put a TV in the garage. That way, when I do get ready to do this rebuild, I have a TV to watch the what's it called? I can watch YouTube on it, and I can go from there. My son been wanting a bigger TV. He only 6, but he's telling me he need a bigger TV. So that might that might be what he be getting either for his birthday or for Christmas. Get him a bigger TV for his room, and then I'll take his little TV out his room, and then we'll move that slowly but surely into the garage. Cause I don't want to buy me a brand new TV for that. Like I think the last TV I got, cause the last TV I got, my wife bought it for me. It's in a man cave, so I can play the video game up top and like watch TV at the bottom. It's ridiculous, but it is convenient. So like I can watch a TV show down here and then play the video game on top or whatever. But I really haven't had much time to play video games either. Get in the game here and there, but that's about it. I watch LSCR254. Yeah, man, I gotta give me a garage TV so I can watch YouTube on too. So I mean, I already got a Fire Stick. I mean, um, I could take the fire stick out the living room because we use it. We usually watch it either upstairs, and then it's a fire stick in the man cave. So I just take the fire stick from down here, put it on his little small TV in the garage. After I get him another TV, and then we go from there. Cause that's what happened last time. Like I hijacked my son's TV, and cause he was always down here watching it. So I hijacked his TV, and then he went and snitched to my wife on me, and then she was like, she just bought me a TV or whatever. So now that TV is just up there. I don't know. Maybe I don't have to buy another TV. Maybe I just bring the TV out the man cave downstairs. But then Dream won't get another TV. So yeah, I just buy him another TV. So that way I don't have to take the one out the man cave. So and then he gets a new TV. Cause that's in the end, I guess that's what it's all about. The kid getting a new TV. Cause I think he said it's probably like a year or two ago. That's when he was like 5. So he about to be 7. Birthday around the corner. You know what I'm saying? So just go ahead and upgrade him. Get him a bigger TV. Get him a TV to take him into his preteens. You know what I mean? What TV do y'all use? I like Samsung TVs personally. Personally, I like Samsung TVs. I do have this Sandio in my living room. I bought it like when we first got here back to Texas when I came home from Korea. It's still going. That's all I can say. I mean, compared to all the other TVs, it is kind of bulky, but it does still work. It does still work. Get one with screen sharing. I didn't make it through the second episode before I quit when I realized the hippie guy wasn't gonna build anything else. He said the hippie guy. Yeah, I don't remember his name either. Hippie guy for 300, Alex. Yeah, the other one now. The other show, Rust to Riches, like the main shop guy, like he gets in there and gets his hands dirty. So you might like that one better. Use whatever one of the crackheads is selling for $50. What is screen share? He started buying use when people need drugs. Holy shit. That was funny. Yes, it makes sense. Guess that makes sense. Where you can share things from your phone. Well, I mean, I think you can do that shit with the like if you put a. I think you can do that with the Fire Stick. Cause you know when the Chromecast shit first came out, right? That's what you could do, right? You could share. You could basically play whatever on your phone onto the TV. But no, that little TV he got don't have that. Like it's small, and that's another reason why I think his TV will be the perfect candidate because um, Like it is small. It's small. I bought it from like a pawn shop years ago. Years ago, and I mean, it works. Like, I mean, all he do is pretty much play Fortnite on it and other, Xbox games, but it works. Like I bought a fucking TV. I actually bought a TV to be like a fucking another monitor, but that shit is trash. Like, I probably need to put that shit on the trash pile today. And I mean, it was like one of them crackhead $20 ass TVs, right? Let me set it up. I'm gonna show y'all. But it's just been in the fucking. It's been in my office on the floor because that shit don't work. So yeah, this bulky piece of shit. So like with this TV, I guess I can show you. That's what the fuck it's doing. See, this sometimes this is what the crackhead special gets you. Yeah, see, I can't watch my favorite YouTubers on that shit. Yeah, so he said waiting. Well, see, cause like actually it was worse. Like when I first bought the TV from the people, they just was like, "Oh, it's a line right there." I was like, "Yeah, I ain't tripping on no fucking line." And then the bitch started dancing. You know what I'm saying? Like I was just playing the game, and then the bitch just started tripping. So I was like, hmm. So I don't know. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. Well, not the Rivi actually been good, man. Like I was actually thinking about selling the Rivi. Now that I know that it won't necessarily be somebody else's headache, but then again, I might just fix it and keep it. I kind of want a Honda. I'm not gonna lie to you, like a nice little faux banger. I seen one for sale for like $1,000. I don't know. I think the Rivian is still something that is good. You know what somebody suggested to me in one of the videos the other day? Somebody said, "What if I front wheel drive LS swap the Rivian? The what's it called? The LQ or the LT4 or the Is it the LT4 or the LS4? Whatever the front wheel drive, whatever the front wheel drive, uh, 5.3 transmission setup is. Somebody was like, yeah. So I don't know, like it got me thinking, like, so I don't know. Finally, like I said, I was done swapping shit, but it does sound like a cool ass idea. Like it'll probably definitely be one of the first. But finding that front wheel drive, well, see, I think and that's another thing. Like, see, I don't know. I don't know. If we did that, that would just be a fucking. We'll just have to start a fund for that shit, cause that's. I know that's gonna be some bread. That's that's gonna be some bread. So, but after he said, I was like, I mean, but it was kind of the point to get the Rivi to be more fuel conservative, because it is a six. I don't know. It sounds cool, but I mean that 3800 it still runs strong, man. Almost 100,000 miles. That Series One, like they said, is bulletproof as long as you keep shit changed. So, yep, still tripping. Cody has what for sale? He said it's been traded for something before. All right, twin, take it easy, bro. Okay, yeah. Oh, for real? Yeah, I seen a little Civic for sale the other day. I think they wanted like $1,000. Like, I don't know. I do think I will get one in the future. I'm gonna tell y'all. Like I was talking to my wife about it, right? And I was telling her that cause my daughter should be 12 this year, and so if I buy a Honda, say around, say in about 2 years, I buy a Honda, and then I just start fixing it up. You know what I'm saying? Just going through, making sure everything's okay. And then I can give it to her like it's her first car or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Start early, cause I mean, kid don't want the first car, whatever. We don't want it to have nothing big, have all our friends in it. You know what I'm saying? Just whatever. So that way, I have the peace of mind. I have the peace of mind of knowing that my little girl is in some shit that's safe and sound, and it runs the way it's supposed to. So. Of course, we can play with it first, but Hondas are good cars, man. They really are. They good cars. They easy to work on, et cetera, et cetera. So, uh, I'm definitely gonna look into that. Any car can fit at least 4 people. Get that go kart. But like you, get this go kart or this bicycle. But yeah, uh, yeah. So I'm thinking either like a little Honda, like any kid first car, four banger, not a high capacity. You know what I'm saying? Thing like that. So that's probably definitely gonna be coming to the channel like down the line. Whatever. A dude came in the store last night. He found a '94 Honda for like 200, but 250. I want to say so. I would prefer to pay that much than $1,000. I was saying, so that might be what I do. Just stack me off, put me a good 400, 500 to the side, man, and just wait, just wait. Get a 5 speed, man. I actually learn to drive. Yeah. Cause I didn't learn to drive. I didn't learn to drive a stick until when I was stationed in Korea. And then after I came back from Korea, that's when I bought that. That's when I bought the Camaro with the stick shift, and I started riding motorcycles. So much joy comes from learning how to shift gears and shit. You know what I'm saying? the fucking bring the clutch in and shift gears and shit. Like it's a thing. Manual transmissions are also a great theft deterrent because a lot of people can't drive. So yeah, it's 3 speed on column, 16 Chevy truck, and I was 14. What was that? 2011. Yeah, like 2010, 2011 when I learned to drive stick. I miss it, bro. Like, I mean, some people complain about having to push in the clutch and traffic, or if it's a stop and go. I mean, it is a little bit more tedious, but man, I was driving a Camaro. Oh my god. I'm just thinking. I'm just thinking because back before I was like really deep in the cars, I remember my buddy told me, um, my buddy was like, yeah, man, he was like, he was finna get rid of his Charger or whatever, had a Hemi in it or whatever. He's like, yeah, man, it's like, I got 16 spark plugs. I'm like, 16 spark plugs? Like, that's insane. Why would you get a car that has 16 fucking spark plugs? And then here I am years later with a Ram with a Hemi in it with 16 plugs. So, tune up or that should be fun when it's time to change out that shit. I I really honestly just think it's fucking overkill. But what do I know? I'm not an engineer. I mean, clearly, like the Hemis, and I mean, clearly that technology does put out some power, but I just don't know. I just don't know if it's worth like a whole nother 8 fucking plugs. I mean, you got it. You only change them like every 100,000 miles, but is it really necessary? Because I mean, LS motors only run with 8, and I mean they do stupid. They do stupid good. I mean, I know the technology is all in the low of the heads, and that's why LS Motors, because the LS Motors breathe so good. I watched the shit about why everybody loves them and easy to get power out of and responds good to fucking bow tones and shit like that. But 16 plugs, that's just to be like, motherfucker, I got 16 plugs. Like, it's no real. It can't be. It can't be. You know what I'm saying? Can't be no real benefit. Because the LS engine with 8 plugs, with the cam and whatever, like, my Cutlass will fucking outrun my motherfucking Ram with 16 plugs in the end. I mean, my motorcycle outruns. Well, I mean, it's different, but still, it only has 4 plugs. For 16 plugs, like I would expect that bitch to be like a Hellcat, like 700 and something horsepower. But even that's overkill because people are doing that with LSs with 8 plugs. So, it's crazy. I've also learned since I've been working there at the store is that some motors have like plugs on the exhaust side and on the intake side. Yeah, yeah. Matter of fact, I think that's what it was. It was a Ranger. It's plugs on the intake side and on the exhaust side. They're just Africans over like oxygen. So. But I'm pretty sure they still have like a oxygen sensor. I don't know. All right, y'all. I guess I'm finna go in here and get ready for work and shit, man. This is not my blanket. I just realized what the fuck is this leopard shit? That's my wife's blanket. So, yeah, man. Pretty much, that's what's been going on. Um, do not hold your breath for a Rivian LS swap because it's probably not gonna happen. If it does, like I said, we'll. If people start sending parts and shit, then we might make it. But probably not. We just need to make the Rivian great again. Go back stock. Um, I would be interested in supercharging it though. If we supercharge the Rivian, that is something I would be interested because those 3800s did come with superchargers from the factory. So that is something I would be interested in doing. Um, wouldn't have to deal with like auto modifications and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just put a supercharger on top, add a belt. Whatever has to be done for as far as lubrication of the supercharger to keep it, spinning. And yeah, I'm gonna say that's it. It would be a whole lot simpler than the LS swap. Would be. I mean, I don't know what the numbers are for a supercharger on the V6, but I mean, I'm pretty sure we can get off into the low or the high threes, low 300s. The high twos, low 300s in the horsepower range, if not more. Maybe like 320, maybe like 350. Maybe I'll do a little research to see if I can find a supercharger for the review. I still haven't been able to have time to get back there and fool with the suspension. Even though I did test that one pump, I still haven't been able to fool with anything. I've been waiting for my junkyard alerts to go off so I could find another Riviera, but nothing has been popping. Nothing has been popping. So It's kind of been a drought here lately. You know what I'm saying? You know, I guess for whatever reason, but between like April, like maybe April and fucking July, August, man, like it was a lot of caprices hitting the yard and everything like that, and I was able to go out there and get parts off of them, record videos, bring content to the channel. Unfortunately, it's been dry. It's been real fucking dry. So. And I haven't been to it, man. I can't tell you the last time I went to a junkyard. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. I'm overdue for my therapy, but it ain't really been nothing that's been hidden. Actually, there's been some C10 trucks that's been hitting out there at the Belton yard. I might go slide out there Saturday morning, but I'm not sure. Because I'm trying to think like what I really need. I'm not really trying to go spend that money. Like, I got some shit in the works. So, what's up, Goldie? Yeah, man, I gotta go ahead and get ready for work, man. But I was just trying to recap before I left. So, yeah, Rivi LSY probably won't happen. But if y'all see a supercharger, holla at your boy. Um, what else? Cause you would also need a computer out of a supercharged 3800 series, which might be a little bit hard to come across. Then there's probably something to do with the harness and shit. Yes, yeah, that just might be more trouble or fucking headache than it's worth. How about so? Don't expect nothing for the review. Eventually, we'll try to get the fucking suspension problem. Cause really, right now, that's the only thing. Like it bounce around like a fucking jackrabbit when you hit a fucking pothole. So eventually, we'll get that shit sorted out. So that's pretty much it for the review. Or whatever. Like I gotta buy a fucking whiteboard so I can write shit on the end of the garage so I can know where the fuck I'm at with all these projects. Cutlass. Still gotta get the oil pump, the lifters, push rod. Well, I'm not getting the push rods. I might get them. Oil pump, lifters, push rods. Change the springs on the heads. And then I can pretty much slap all that shit back together. I gotta get with Classic, get the oil pan. Once I get the oil pan put on, then we pretty much good to go. We can put that in the car, and then we can start wiring up the fuel and running the fuel setup. What's up, Thomas? Yeah, it do feel like the end of the year. It's pretty much the end of the year. This year kind of flew by fast. So yeah, so that's where we at on the Cutlass. Just finishing getting whatever we need for the motor, and putting it together and putting it in the car. After we have it in the car, excuse me. Then I'll fill with the HP tuners, get it flashed, and we'll get it running. As far as Caprice, I know I mentioned AC in the last video, so we might be go ahead and give me an AC bracket, compressor, all that good stuff, so that we can put AC in the box. Also, just little cosmetic stuff. I know last video I was talking about like the door seals around the Caprice. So I looked on eBay. I seen those, so I might be getting those in the near future. But yeah, just tightening everything up. Cause I mean, even if it like I kind of feel like that's a necessity because if I start driving the car and it start raining, I don't want it raining inside of the car and shit like that. Um, so I definitely want the door seals. Windshield wipers was definitely a must, etc., etc. So probably end of October, maybe mid-November, I might be looking at going ahead and getting like a temp tag for the Chevy so we can pull it out. Maybe. We shall see. I think I'm gonna run it with the temp tag. I'm gonna say a couple weeks just driving. That's why I want to make sure that is good and I'm just driving that car and then it has all the amenities and shit that it need in it. So if I ride that one for 2 weeks and I don't have no real issues, then I can go ahead and get the inspection done, and then from there move forward, and then we get it tagged. We get it tagged, and then shit for 2020 we in the Chevy. So I think that'll be a good goal. I do know it's gonna require me to kind of focus, and with this being my kid's birthday months coming up and holidays and all everything like that, it kind of put a damper on it. But I know that it shouldn't take too much. I'm saying I'm gonna call and see about the insurance on the Chevy. And pretty much just gotta go from there. So I guess I kind of got a date. I know Goldie was asking me about like a date of completion or a date when I expected to be rolling, but I think we might be there. I think we might be there. My gift to myself for Christmas is to have everything maybe be done for the colors, or not the colors, for the Caprice. And then, like I said, I did decide to go ahead and build a transmission, so I need to get that done as well. So I need to get this other stuff done and out the way so that I can, focus on the transmission stuff. There is a set of brackets that I saw on eBay. Well, no, actually, I seen them on a friend of mine swap. He got a LS swap Monte Carlo. I saw the bracket that he had on his car. I think I want to say it was like I want to say it's like 140. Yeah, it's like $140. But if you don't have a compressor, like you end up spending 140 on the bracket, damn near $200 on the fucking compressor. You know what I'm saying? Then with that bracket, you still have to buy a tensioner. That tensioner is like another $50, and then you got to buy a belt. That belt can run you up $30 and shit. So I mean, it could add up real quick. But But all of that for the price of AC. But riding around in AC is fucking priceless. Priceless. Definitely got to make that happen. I know I was talking that shit, saying I was gonna roll the windows down. Nah, bro, fuck. It's too hot in this bitch. It is too hot in motherfucking Texas. We trying to ride around without motherfucking AC. I mean, Caprice already don't. Well, the Caprice don't have AC. What else don't have AC? Fucking the Rivi don't got AC, or fucking the shocks is messed up on that. Like everybody needs somebody. Everybody needs somebody. So, everybody needs something. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, 2020 year of completion. We finna wrap. I'm trying to wrap all these shits up next year. I'm gonna try to have a Caprice rolling by the end of the like finish rolling by the end of this year, Christmas, or if I don't hit Christmas, then like the first of the year. And then from there, I mean AC is not gonna stop me from rolling in fucking November, December. So don't think that's gonna hold up shit. But as far as shit, I do gotta throw the heater hoses on. Cause right now I got that shit bypassed off of the fucking. Okay, but yeah. So yeah, that's the plan. Finish up the Caprice this year. Get the engine and shit in the Cutlass. Rebuild the transmission for like really that's gonna kind of get pushed into next year shit. Like I'm not gonna rush and try to start rebuilding the fucking transmission this year. You know what I'm saying? So 2020 4L80 rebuild, and the Cutlass will be coming pretty much next year. And I guess that's it. Like I said, I'm gonna buy me another dry erase board. Well, I might just clean out the dry erase board I got in there, and just kind of go from there. That's where I was like tracking my YouTube numbers and shit. I might just move it over to a different location and then just be like, all right, boom, need this for the colors, need this for the Caprice, need boom, you know what I'm saying, and for the C10, and just go from there. So, we shall see. Yeah, I saw LS Simple. I'm not going with LS Simple though. LS Simple makes like some stuff that like it kind of replace everything. I mean they look nice, but I'm just trying to do this as cheap as possible. I'm not going for cosmetics. I'm just going for functionality. You know what I'm saying? One thing's some brackets that I've seen, they've been like upwards of $200. This is cutting it pretty close. You know, this is cutting it pretty fucking close because, like I said, the bracket is 140. You're gonna pay like $50 for the fucking tensioner that you have to have, and then once you get another belt, then you won't have to do that. So, I mean, and then that's before you even buy the compressor. Like I said, I mean, it's gonna add up a little, but it is what it is. So, everything's not getting AC. Like the Caprice will have AC. Like the C10 will not have AC. C10 won't have AC. That's some roll you windows down type shit. And well, for now it is. And the Cutlass won't have AC. So, well, not for now anyway. I mean, eventually, and I told I mean, if I order it and it's a good install and it's easy and it's simple and shit, then I mean, I might just end up doing one for those other two. But right now, I just don't see it happening. So, just don't see it happening. But anyway, man, let me get my ass up, man, so I can go to work. I really just want to take a nap. But the hustle don't stop, the grind don't stop, man. So it's your boy LSCR254. Remember, identify your weaknesses, make your strength. Life is all about choices, choose wisely, and productivity over procrastination. And always remember, the hustle don't stop, the grind don't stop.